Folks, one of my Tamil video viewers asked several questions, interesting questions about the kingdom of God and the entry into the kingdom of God, opening of the seventh chakra, the seventh seal, and so on. They are very interesting questions. I want to share my answer to all those questions with you all today. It's very interesting. Please listen carefully. Before I talk about those questions and my answers, I want to tell you a small story. There was a young man walking on the street alone. He had a lot of huge bags, one on his head and several of them on both the shoulders. He was not even walking, he was almost like crawling because that load of the baggage was so much, so heavy, he couldn't even walk. And there was an old man coming on the street. And the old man asked this young man, "Why are you struggling, young man? And can I just share your load so that you can relax for some time and feel less suffering?" And that young man said, "No, no, no, what do you mean? I can never give you this baggages. It contains very many precious thoughts, and one of them has all the information about various Hindu Puranas, various stories about Siddhas and rishis, avatars, and gods like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and so on. You see, I have another bag, and that bag has got all the information about the Bible. And this another bag has all the information about Buddha, and another one has information about Quran, Allah, and so on, so on. And I have collected all the information in the world in such a short period, even when I'm this young, how to open the seventh chakra. There are several folks in the world now who have opened the seventh chakra, seen what God is all about. So I have collected all those information. I cannot share this. I cannot even give this to you even for a moment because they are so precious. I cannot be without them even for a single moment. Then this old man said, old man took a pin from his pocket and said that, "Look at this pinhole, how small it is. The entry to the kingdom of God is so small. If you have so many baggages and thoughts and ideas about the kingdom of God, you can never enter inside." "Oh, you are talking like a Jesus Christ." "No, see, I have that knowledge too. I have that information about what Jesus Christ said, and I have that in this baggage, in this bag, and I know all those things." Then why are you not leaving all those bags away, and so that you can enter into the kingdom of God through this small pinhole? No, 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 no. Why you misunderstood what Jesus Christ said? What Jesus Christ said is you have to renounce all this world, wealth, and other things, but you should not, you should never. I don't know whether Jesus Christ said that or not, but my guru said that you can never forego, you can never let it go. Let all your knowledge about gods and other things go away from you. Without that, you can never enter the kingdom of God. Then the old man said, "Oh, is that so? Then I cannot help you." Then he walked away. This man, struggling, walking. He was walking forever, and he got older and older and older. and he could never enter, and he could never enter into the kingdom of God. So all that he had was the knowledge about the kingdom of God, knowledge about how to open the seventh chakra, all the thoughts about various gurus, their techniques, jnana yoga, kriya yoga, how to love people, what is the divine love, and all the information, and still is unable to enter into the kingdom of God. He just couldn't really understand, couldn't really get into the kingdom of God. Folks, that's how most of the folks in this world are currently. And now let me tell you what are the questions. Before I tell you the questions and my answers, let me tell you what really is this kingdom of God. You see, for example, you are right now watching this video, right? So when you are in this waking state, you have knowledge about this world and about yourself, kingdom of God, etc., etc., through your mind and your five senses, right? So these are all in your human mind. When the power of this human mind and the experiences that you have collected by living in this world, and also about dreaming, etc., etc., when their rule over you slows down, in other words, when they lose their power, all those thoughts in your mind lose power, you are like a small child at that time. What happens is that, for example, when you are awake, you are in the waking state, and when you are dreaming, you are in the dream state, and then you are in the deep sleep state. When you come out of the deep sleep state, that there is a gate there, and it opens in two ways. If it opens one way, you will come back to again another dream in this world, and then you will come to your waking state, and you will start living your normal family life, work life, and so on, so on. But when you are in a deep sleep state, and the gate opens the other way, then you will enter into the kingdom of God. So the the gate is in the deep sleep state, and where the feeling of you, that I-ness, is totally absent. In that state, you will be woken up by a force beyond your mind, beyond your imagination. The other way, when then you will enter into the kingdom of God, but you will never be able to enter into that gate to the kingdom of God unless you have unless you forego all the information, knowledge you have gathered in this world, and you are like a small child. Only then that gate will open the other way. So that gate is really gate. If you can never ever enter into the gate, the other way to the kingdom of God, whatever you do here in this world, but you have to forego everything you have collected about the kingdom of God in this world. Only then you will be able to enter into the kingdom of God. Let me answer now. Let me tell you all the questions that he asked me and my answers to them. First question was, have you entered as your seventh chakra opened, and have you entered into the kingdom of God? And I said yes. And I'm sure that he will tell, there are so many folks I know who have entered into the kingdom of God, opening the seventh chakra. I just want to check whether you have done so. And then he asked me, what were you there in? What kind of color, what kind of form you were there? What kind of color you have on you? And were you as you are now, or you were different? And then my answer to that question is, I think he is thinking in terms of some Purana stories that he learned from his Hindu preachers. And the one when I entered into the seventh chakra, after opening the seventh chakra, only the feeling of I was there, and there is no information about, no knowledge about this world in my mind. It was all totally emptied and arrested, and I had no body sense. So there was only, when I entered into the kingdom of God, there is only this feeling of I without any knowledge about this world. And in what kind of color you have, what kind of things you have experienced. But my answer to that is, to that I, the feeling of I experienced the golden light around me, and then the white light, and also the red light, red jyoti, and also experienced what is called three eyes, or the three aspects of Trinity in Christianity, and so on, so on. But let me characterize what is it that was giving me all those information. Just like the human mind and the human body are giving you knowledge about this world, when you drop them out all and enter into the kingdom of God, there is a divine mind, and that divine mind gives you information about how the kingdom of God was created in order to create this world. What is its relation about between the kingdom of God and this humanity, the world of humanity, and so on. And one day that divine mind also will vanish, and then that is the stage which I call the eternal unknown, the eternal divinity, which is sometimes called unknown God, or Paramashivam, or whatever in various scriptures people call eternal divinity, and so on, so on. So basically, when the mind, all the thoughts about this world, the world of humanity, vanishes, then you enter into the kingdom of God, and there you will have the divine mind. And when all the divine thoughts in the divine mind vanish, then you will be in the eternal divinity state. That's all to it, folks. But with this information, let's see what other questions that friend asked. He said, is there any kind of thirst, hunger in the kingdom of God? There is no thirst or no hunger in the kingdom of God. There is no mansions as probably the Bible or the Revelation or some pastors are telling you, which Christ is prepared for you to take you all there. There is no mansion, nothing like that. There is only you, and there is no body. There is no question of hunger or thirst. There is nobody else there. It's a total eternal darkness, and over the darkness you will experience the divine mind telling you, and you will be alone. You are the only one with the divine mind. The divine mind will tell you, will educate you various things about the kingdom of God and the human world of humanity, and nobody else will be there. And another question that friend asked is will there be a will there be night and day there? And the answer is no. There is no time there. There is only present tense in the world of kingdom of God, and that eternal nirguna state. There is not even time. There is no sun, nothing of that sort. There are no Siddhas, no Brahma, Vishnu, no Christ, no Father of Christ, no Allah sitting there, nothing. There is absolutely nothing. Eternal darkness, and you alone will be there in that kingdom of God. Then the other question, interesting question he asked me is, after experiencing that kingdom of God, why did you come back? My answer to that question is, I never wished or had the desire to go there, and the same way I never have the desire to be there. To be there is same as to be here in this world, and I know very well that it's all same. The same I, the divine I, is here at this point. It is also this eternal divinity which is there right now. It is, if I have this body and mind, then I experience this. And if I drop them, and then I will be in the, I will be a pure divine mind. I will be in the kingdom of God. When I drop that, I am right at this place, right at this moment. I am the eternal divinity. That's all to it. So there is no need to go there and come back and or be there forever. Everything is right now in the present. So that's what my answer to that question is, folks. I hope this video is very useful to you. If you have any question, please let me know. I will answer them. Talk to you soon, folks.